All right, you guys, on page 36 of your notebook, at the top, you are going to write the title decimals. And you are going to cut your paper, or not cut it, but draw 4 boxes all the way across your paper. So make sure you have those 2 lines drawn all the way across. Use up the whole page. You're going to write the word or the sign add, then subtract, and then multiply and divide. If at any time I'm going too fast on this video, just pause it, write down what you need to write down. All right, let's talk about adding and subtracting decimals, okay? The first thing you need to put is, and don't write too huge, is that you always line up decimals. You always have to. This is without a shadow of a doubt. Write it in both places. You always have to line up the decimals. All right, now that we have that, let's go ahead and do a quick example. Say, for instance, we have 2 plus 4.3 plus 81.1. So in this case, I see a number without a decimal. I'm automatically going to add a 0.0. All right, so the next thing I do is I'm going to line everything up. So I write 2.0, 4.3, and I'm going to put my last decimal here, already lined up. I'll put a 1 on the back, a 1 in the front, and an 8 all the way in the front. Go ahead and take some time to add that up, and don't forget to circle your answer. Second, pretend we have something like 5 minus 2.4. In this case, I don't see a decimal on the 5, so automatically I'm going to add a 0.0. Remember, whichever comes first is what you write first. Don't start mixing numbers around because one looks bigger than the other. So I'm going to line up my decimals. Go ahead and solve that and make sure that you circle your answer. So for decimals, adding and subtracting, you always line up the decimals. But that is not the case for multiplying and dividing. Let's take a look at multiplying. For multiplying, what's important is that you never line up the decimals. So you never line up decimals. And I'll show you an example. For instance, if you have 4.32 times 2.3, we're going to rewrite this as 4.32 times 2.3. And you notice you're not going to line up any decimals. But what's important to remember, once you guys solve this, don't put any decimals until the end because you want to count what is behind your decimal. And in this case, I have 3 numbers. So once you get an answer, you are going to say 1, 2, 3, and leave your decimal there. In this case, I'm going to show you how to solve this. Just in case you forgot, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 4 is 12. Notice I put no decimals. Always put your placeholder. And now I'm going to multiply 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, and 4 times 2 is 8. Now let's add. I have 6, 13, 9, and 9. Like I said before, because we have 1, 2, and 3 numbers behind the decimals, I go 1, 2, 3, and my decimal goes there. Lastly, let's talk about division. Division is if you move outside decimals, you move inside decimals. Show you what I mean. In this case, say for instance, I have 4.20 divided by 0.2. Okay, so what you're going to do is, first I'm going to put my in and my out. right? In and out. So let's go ahead and write this. We're going to put 0.2 divided into 4.20. Leave plenty of space. Like I said, if I move the outside decimal, I got to move the inside. So I'm going to move the outside decimal to the end, to the back pocket, so it drops off. And since I do that one time, then I'm going to do this one time. So I'm going to rewrite this as 2 divided into 42.0. Well, I know that 2 divides into 4 2 times. So I'm going to subtract that, and I'll bring down the 2. And I know 2 goes into 2 one time. Oops. One time. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract that and get 0. Now I still have to bring down this last 0, and I know 2 goes into 0 0 times. Lastly, don't forget to add the decimal. Remember, make sure you have the answers for every problem and circle them. This will be going on page 36. Thank you, guys.